Earth, our fragile, luminous vessel adrift in the cosmic abyss. For 4.5 billion years, it has endured, shaped by fire, shattered by collisions, renewed by life, and scarred by collapse. Tectonic plates cause continents to drift. Mountains rise and crumble, oceans expand and retreat. Ice ages come and go, sculpting valleys and carving glaciers. And yet, through it all, Earth remains. Today, it is both a sanctuary and a battlefield, a cradle and a crucible, a home and a dream. For humanity, Earth is both their origin and their destiny. A place bound by memory, myth, and hope. In the present day, Guardians walk among some of Earth's scars caused by calamity after calamity. The European Dead Zone, a wilderness littered with broken relics of the Golden Age and remnants of humanity's past. The Baikonur Cosmodrome, once the launch site of humanity's first journeys into orbit, now a battlefield of rusting rockets and broken dreams. The Mumbai Push, where monsoon rains and tropical forests reclaim abandoned concrete. And the Eastern Flood Zone, a drowned monument to rising seas and old abandoned industrial complexes. But for every rediscovered land, countless others remain sealed away. Radiation zones render regions uninhabitable. Hostile forces mirror the relentless struggles of survival, and unprecedented weather conditions cause chaos for the survivors of our greatest calamity. Centuries after our collapse, we still know only fragments of the world we once claimed. But to better understand the Earth of today, we must return to the solar system's turbulent youth. Around 4.5 billion years ago, our sun was a newborn, surrounded by swirling gas and dust. Gravity sculpted this chaos into planets, and among these planets emerged Earth, forged by countless collisions. And then, catastrophe struck. Theia, a Mars-sized celestial body caught by Venus's gravity, slammed into Earth. This impact tilted Earth's axis by 23.5 degrees, a tilt that gives Earth its 4 seasons. And from the debris came Luna, our one and only moon. Luna steadied Earth's spin, controlled our tides, and stabilized our climate. Without Luna, life's evolution may never have found balance. We might even call Theia's tragedy a paradoxical gift, destruction that seeded creation. Many icy asteroids also collided with Earth's surface, and once the surface cooled, rain fell for centuries, filling basins to form oceans and delivering the essential ingredient of life. Earth's magnetic field shielded its surface from the sun's solar radiation and fury, allowing life to take hold. Microscopic organisms emerged in these oceans. Pre-Golden Age scientists believed hydrothermal vents, deep cracks within the ocean floor, were these cradles of life. From single cells came complexity. Algae released oxygen, reshaping the very air into what humans would breathe before and during the collapse. evolution sculpted these organisms into creatures that swam, and then eventually crawled onto land. Forests rose, and reptiles, amphibians, and mammals claimed their place. Earth became a living laboratory of adaptation. And yet, this life isn't immune to catastrophe. 65 million years ago, a 10-kilometer asteroid struck the Yucatan Peninsula, igniting wildfires and cloaking the skies in ash. The dinosaurs fell, but the mammals endured. Here, Earth's first children learned that survival belongs to the adaptable, the resilient, the ones who endure when all else fails. And from there, the survivors would reclaim the surface and would evolve into many wondrous creatures, including humanity. We would colonize many parts of Earth, creating towns, communities, and even large cities with buildings that pierced the clouds. There would be many conflicts during humanity's growth, however, with some destroying entire cities and most devastating the landscape. But, in the early 21st century, an unexpected visitor from outside the solar system arrived. The Traveler, a being of impossible origin. Humanity entered a golden age. Lifespans tripled, diseases vanished, cities of glass and steel rose, and ships leapt into the void. Science was reborn, and exploration became our birthright. This moment brought humanity's dreams of colonizing other planets and moons, building orbital habitats, and reaching beyond the solar system into reality. The Golden Age was the dream made real, and it lasted for centuries. It was a time when the light prospered, but light casts a shadow. The collapse came swiftly, mercilessly. Ancient enemies struck, billions perished, and the Traveler sacrificed itself, falling silent but pushing back the tide of annihilation. And from its broken shell came the ghosts, shards of light, seekers of sparks among the dead. Day 1. The world is dead, but there's peace in the mortuary silence. I'm born into this dead world, where dandelions grow up through layers of ash, blanketing miles of desolate road. Day 673. There's a stretch of land, a canyon through which water once flowed. A canal cut into the earth, bristling with derelict ships and countless dead. Flowers bloom in many desiccated carcasses. Each component of this world's decomposition has a purpose. Water flows, cities decay, and flowers bloom. Yet I still search for mine. Day 1857. Oceans are vast, lonely expanses. Though life flourishes in the depths, it's not life that I'm looking for. I thrive on death, search for death. Perhaps my purpose lies below the water, but it's dark and lonely, and I don't want to look there yet. Not when there's so much more on the horizon. Day 6231. I was careless, and someone shot me from all the way across a field. The bullet only chipped my shell, but it spun me around and left me shaken. I don't know who they were or even why I was targeted. I played dead and no one came for me. I laid in the tall grass for 9 days. And it rained on the 5th. I acquainted myself with the ants. They are survivors. Day 36,725. This world is dead, but life is threatening a return. I don't know when I'll ever fulfill my purpose, but I know what I am. I am a ghost, haunting the grave of humanity. A ghost with a calling. History shows us that life on Earth has rebounded from every extinction, reminding us that even in ruin, the spark of survival remains. In the collapse's aftermath, the Dark Age consumed all life on Earth. Many animals and plant life would become extinct, while others persevered through the calamity. Domesticated animals from the Golden Age likely had a hard time adapting to the new environment. But many survived through the harsh wilds. Ghosts would scour over the rubble, and the very first light-bearers would emerge. Those risen by their ghosts and chosen by the traveller to wield the light. Not all would use the light to cast out the shadow of the collapse. Most would call themselves warlords, who ruled fractured lands with violence and hunger for power. Civilization regressed, echoing Earth's cycles of collapse. Rome's fall, the Dark Ages, the collapse of empires. And yet, hope endured. The Iron Lords rose, light-bearers who chose honor over tyranny. They fought warlords that shattered fortresses, and they brought survivors into their fold. They lit a spark that humanity might endure. Cooperation and unity always emerge in the ashes of disaster. And so it was with the Iron Lords, the guardians of humanity's fragile hope. And beneath the traveller's silent form, survivors gathered. Camps grew into strongholds, and strongholds grew into the last city. Here, guardians stood watch. The city faced many relentless sieges. The Fallen stormed the city's perimeter from 6 fronts, and would later regroup at Twilight Gap. The Cabal brought devastation in the Red War, and caged the Traveller. And yet, in all of this, the city endured. It is more than just a city behind walls. It is the heart of humanity's will, the hub of culture, knowledge, and resilience. Ideas allowed to prosper where they would all simply be suppressed out in the wilds. The last city is a testament to humanity's perseverance. When we come together, we endure. When we build together, we thrive. However, Earth's trials are not over. The Hive descended from Luna, seeking to turn Earth into a breeding ground and to corrupt the Traveller. The Cabal scarred the European Dead Zone, drilling into mountains and splitting valleys, as well as abducting civilians during the Battle of Earth, 6 years after the Red War. The Pyramid Fleet arrived at our doorstep and changed the planet for mere moments after the Witness used both light and darkness to enact its will upon the universe. And the Vex. While seemingly not interested in turning Earth into a machine world, they moved across timelines, infiltrating a parallel universe where massive ancient sentinels powered by the light rest, and paracausal wish dragon bones lie. The Vex must see that Earth in our universe has less connections to the light and paracausality compared to other Earths within the paraversal multiverse. Glimpsing into that paraverse, Earth is contested ground in many timelines. But in all, resilience is our constant. Earth is not merely a planet. It is a living memory. It is both a crucible and a promise. Born in fire, tempered by extinction, scarred by collapse, yet always enduring. From single-celled beginnings to civilizations of millions, Earth has carried us, broken us, and lifted us again. Our planet is rare within the vast cosmos. Its balance delicate, and its resilience is profound. but our blue ship embodies survival and rebirth. Here is where our story began. Here is where humanity dares to dream once more. And as long as Earth endures, so too will its guardians. Thank you for tuning into today's transmission. If you enjoyed your time, press the like button and share this transmission with your friends. If you're enthusiastic about the mysteries of the cosmos, consider subscribing to the channel and joining the Forgotten Archives server. Interact with like-minded scholars and community members to bolster your knowledge and forge age-old bonds. The universe is a large place, and not all of it is accessible through official or well-known archives. Here at the TFA, we work to uncover hidden and forgotten mysteries and share our discoveries with those who seek them. My name has been Wolf, chronicler warlock and bearer of light and dark. Stay positive, stay hydrated, and I will see you next time.